November 5th, 2023. And now it's time for a post that I'm sure this one may likely go worldwide and be viral. And if it does, hey, that's what, listen, guess what? Because I came from that high quality education that we got back in the 80s, thank God. Because right after that, they started dumbing it down. Yo, when they changed the SAT to make it easier, talking about it was racist. Racist how? It wasn't racist. It was just you had to study. You had to study. I didn't do it perfect, but I did good. I studied hard. Yo, in them libraries and home when I was not being sexually abused by my family. So that's why I try to keep it simple for y'all so y'all would know, my peoples. Because my time is short, yo. I mean, I puffed on and off. I take responsibility for that. Nobody put a gun to my head, though my cousin should have been smart enough not to give it to me, but he was smoking. Cousin Thomas Renee Samuels, 159-20 Harlem River Drive, apartment 13G or H. I forget which one. That's the Colonials right behind the Polo Grounds. The little ones right behind the Polo Grounds. Okay, so yeah, I'm from the hood. I didn't grow up with my father, none of that. Just like y'all, but I studied. That was the difference. My family valued education. Some of my family was criminals and did criminal shit, just like y'all. And my family, worst thing they did was all that sexual abuse to me. 8 different family members and friends of family and stuff like that. My grandfather, my godfather, my sister's father, my cousins, Thomas Renee Samuels, Harold Stringer in Detroit, Lil Claude, Lil Joe. Lil Joe, you did it down here before you went up to Detroit. Claude, Harold, y'all did it up there. Stevie, God rest his dead, did it down here when he came on a visit one time when he was in the Navy and he was on leave. Barry never did. Barry, oh God, that's a whole nother story. What you did to my son, Barry. Jealous of him. Because your mom, Doris, never raised you, but she paid for you all the time. She took you in when you was 18. After whatever you did up there in Detroit, they didn't want to talk about. Some slick shit you had going on up there. And you did a lot of shit down here, Barry. I know about everybody in the family. Things concerning everybody in the family. Not Bashara. Who else? Not Khalid, my favorite cousin Khalid. Not Bashara and Stacy's mom, no, but I know about your dad and I know about Stacy. With the boyfriend, who she was a cop, with the boyfriend who was a drug dealer. I don't even want to know no more. Know about Joni, know about Shia, Harold, your $800 bracelet that got lost, chasing her in the backyard behind Aunt Joni's house, 19214 Charis, where me and Khalid used to come up with the other kids in the summers, remember? And we was like, yeah. Me and Khalid was a team back then. We still are, but anyway. So my people, my black people. So you see, I tell the truth, and that's what my family don't like about it because they didn't talk about it. They hid that I was sexually abused and didn't give a damn. And everybody went on to great lives that they would have never had if I had told the truth. They would have had sex predator jackets and sex predator crimes, went to jail for being sex predators and came out with sex predator records. So all of y'all could thank me for the lives y'all have and by telling the truth that you did it. Otherwise, I'll shred you if you try to say I'm lying on you because I've held your secrets. That's what I want everybody to know. Can't do it no more because the kids are in danger. I've held everybody's secrets and I went along with the snitches get stitches and fuck the police and, all of that. And the cops kill black people and they do sometimes. Some don't. The ones who don't and the ones who are not participating in the drug trade are terrified to tell on the rest. The ones who are not corrupt, terrified to tell on the corrupt ones because they'll turn on them and let them die or hurt them, kill them, or let them be killed or whatever. They turn on them, yo. But here's my thing. I can't let the kids keep hearing these lies because, see, kids' lives matter. That's what mattered to me. I'm not against the drug trade. What can I do about that? I ain't DEA, yo. I said grown-ups do what you do, but leave the kids out of it. So everybody would know I'm talking about the trade, that do what you do trade, yo, out there in the streets. That I have seen my own. The first time I seen a drug dealer or a gangbanger or a gun was my cousin Michael. Crazy cousin Michael, yes, who's just like Chuckles, who's just like quite a few of y'all out there. So I seen him more than a little bit. J family, who gave him all them fucking packages that he fucked up and y'all didn't care, but all the shit he did in front of me. Other than when he went to Detroit and did that crazy bank robbery that got him years trying to rob a bank in Detroit after Uncle Tony set him up nice with a job with his wife who owned the daycare centers. But they was both doing crimes, separate crimes anyway. Uncle Tony and his wife, Marie, who had the daycare centers. They both did time. She did fair time. Tony died in jail. We know why. We know why. I know other things about Uncle Tony y'all don't know too. And I wish stuff from down here in New York that I saw myself and that I know about myself and that my mom told me all kinds of stuff, that I know for a fact that y'all don't know. I wish anybody in Detroit would try to tell me I'm lying. I'll drop everything and say, let's meet face to face so you can tell me all about it and show me your evidence. And I'll tell you about mine. Show you mine. Show you the picture of me babysitting Barry. 10 years old, babysitting 4 kids. Khalid, Malika, Cheryl, who passed, God rest her, and Barry, the little Benedict Arnold Barry, right on my lap in a pamper. 10 years old. Were any of y'all doing that? No. Babysitting my sister alone at age 7. I supported the family and Doris because I took care of her son while she was fucked up on drugs. Okay? So Grandma Lula didn't take care of him by herself. I did. Grandma Lula couldn't keep up with him. And the rest of y'all was too busy running the streets with y'all drug habits and whatever else y'all was doing. So I wish y'all come say anything to me. Barbara, anybody, ain't much of them left. But anyway, Renee Thomas, he's around. He's the one who told me about Barry's dirt. Remember? He told me what Barry did when he robbed that girl who he was supposed to be having her back, and she was a stripper, and she would drink and wanted to make sure she was okay. I'll get to all of y'all later. Back to everybody out there in the street. Yeah, I'm going for reparations for my people. Damn sure am. And I want to see, because, I know the white people will try to say I'm trying to bankrupt the country. Nope. I think we need a fair settlement. And I know, we ain't trying to bankrupt the country, but y'all doing all that, handing out all that money to foreigners trying to bankrupt the country. Y'all could have handed out a portion of that to us, and that could have been settled. Y'all don't want to settle. Y'all want the constant race because y'all are jealous that we do well without you. You want us constantly working for y'all. Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, kissing your asses. Shocked when we actually have a good education because y'all know y'all underfund the ghetto. And that I came out extremely articulate and academically gifted from that mediocre education y'all give in the ghetto. But it was a high quality mediocre one back then. If you work hard, you got it. It was high quality. It wasn't even mediocre. Now, it's like, my God, lower than mediocre. Yo, they ain't teaching them kids anything significant that will help them be business owners. It's deliberate. And if you look at the curriculum in the private schools and charter schools, it ain't nothing like the curriculum or what's being done in the public schools. They pay them in the public schools to do a certain curriculum, and they be in there talking to them about their sex life and shit. No. You got to teach them kids what they need to know. You got kids coming out of school, can't read. Kids coming out of high school, can't do basic math, basic science, don't know about DNA. Well, I discovered the descendants of the slaves breeding program genetic principle here, and I'll be happy to prove to all of y'all that the white people are indeed responsible because they bred slaves and they put system after system in place to hold us back, which can be proven through history by their own history on the internet and everybody else's. Thank you, because I'm not smart enough to know all of it. I had to look it up and study. Y'all don't. I do. And that's what we're going to do. And then y'all don't have to worry about us. Give us a state or two and some money, a fair settlement. It don't got to be no outrageous settlement. And just leave us alone. We'll leave y'all alone. And anybody crazy enough to stay with the white folks, well, whatever happened to you, that's on you. Because they ain't working with us, and I'm tired of this shit. Kids' lives in danger. I ain't letting my kids' lives be in danger. I'd rather have 2 states for black people where we can go and live and keep ourselves safe and our kids safe. And, we'll work with and trade with the Americans and everything, not trying to subvert, not trying to change or nothing. I love American principles. We'll show you the Constitution and the Bill of Rights and all that, and we don't want no war with American people, white people, because y'all been killing us. Why the fuck we been trying to have peace forever? And y'all flooded our communities with drugs. They talk about they're lazy, they don't work, but you flooded our communities with drugs. We worked good enough for years as slaves. Huh? And even after slavery, we built community after community y'all took. Miss me with the bullshit. No, go right ahead. No, we don't want no war with y'all, no race war. Y'all can deal with them migrants y'all inviting in your damn self. Give us a state or two or something. Let's settle the reparations deal. Or we going to make our own political party. I want to see you kill us for that. That we'll do our own representation and not stand against the United States. We'll be a part of the United States still, but we just want peace and want our kids safe. Y'all don't want that. Y'all want the police to kill us and stuff. We'll take a couple states, a little bit of dough, and step off, and we won't come and mess with y'all. We'll just trade with y'all or like that. That's like that. Like that. So y'all can stop attacking us, talking about we plotting against you, because you feel guilty for what you did. Nobody would be plotting against you if you hadn't done nothing. You think that. We busy trying to stay alive and put food on the table, motherfucker. Miss me with the bullshit.